Alarming fears of a global recession fueled by the ongoing trade dispute between the world's two largest economies has roiled global markets and frightened investors. The trade impasse between the United States and China has stretched over now into its second year. Here in South Africa, the rand has continued to plunge since the beginning of this month, August, pressured by the rising threat of a possible downgrade by ratings agency Moody's.
Shocking unemployment figures last seen during the 2008 global financial crisis. The 29% figure from the second quarter is just one of many contributing factors. The country's growth projections keep on worsening, and the overturn of the US Treasury bond yield curve has also put pressure on the rand.
I think it makes goods more expensive. It also pulls African countries into a conflict that they don't necessarily have any kind of control over, or they not necessarily are parties to that set of issues. So by default, they kind of have to comply to some of the added value and added financial costs that are then attached to the goods.
Here on the continent, the African Development Bank says it may review its current economic growth projections for Africa if global external shocks continue to accelerate.
And therefore, import demand of China has fallen significantly. The industrial capacity has fallen significantly. And so the demand, even for products and raw materials for Africa, will only fall even further. So the effect of that will have a ripple effect on African economies as the demand for their products weaken from China.
The bank chief urged African nations to boost trade with each other and add value to agricultural produce to cushion the impact of external shocks.
The challenge cannot be solved unless all the barriers come down. Free mobility of labor, free mobility of capital, and free mobility of people. This is very, very important for the continental free trade area.
For tomorrow, local economists and traders will look to the release of the consumer price inflation for July. The rand's attraction as a carry yield target will be the key focus. Sifiso Skhosana, SABC News, Johannesburg.